I'm about to say something and I know it's going to piss a lot of people off. A lot of the reason that we don't give y'all advice on how to love a person is because y'all have not been loved adequately. Your parents have done you a disservice. A lot of y'all come from dysfunctional households, either single parent households where the father was absent and didn't love your mother, didn't respect your mother, and therefore didn't love or respect you. Or you were in dysfunctional homes where the men were cheating and the women tolerated it. There is a lot of reasons that we don't go into how to love. That's why these femininity coaches are so popular, because they tell you how to behave, but they don't tell you how to love. And there is a huge difference between acting feminine and being submissive and being agreeable and actually being loved by a man. Your behavior doesn't necessarily dictate how much he will love you. Your behavior will dictate how much he'll tolerate you sometimes, but it has absolutely nothing to do with love. So if you have not witnessed a loving relationship between your parents, or if you didn't have a loving relationship with your father, and I'm speaking strictly to women, but this applies to both sexes, it's difficult for me to come in and say, this is how you love a man. Because often love is not just based on behavior. It's based off of emotion. Do you have empathy for him? Do you have sympathy for him? Do you have compassion for him? And does he reciprocate that to you? Love is a verb. It goes both ways. You have to love him, but there are certain things that he has to do to show that he loves you also. And this same thing that I'm saying to young women, like black men need to be saying it to young black men that are about to be married. Like, how do I love my wife? How do I show her that I love her? But too many times when a man shows that he loves a woman, he's called soft, he's called whipped, or he's called a simp. And this is the culture that we are in now. So it's easier for me to tell you how to survive than it is to tell you how to love. And the second part to that is, even when we do tell y'all how to love, we tell you to stop being so disagreeable, that you got a bad, funky, nasty ass attitude. And I see it with some of the young women that work here. I literally be thinking to myself, I wouldn't want to have to go home to your ass with this bad, funky ass attitude if I was a man. I wouldn't want to do it. I barely want to work with them, let alone have to live with them. When we try to tell you, we're called haters and we're called jealous. And so it's just easy to let you fail and then give you advice for worst case scenarios.